Hi everyone, this is Becca from Becca's Music Room. I am here today with something a little bit different. This is a what I eat in a day. I don't know about you, but I struggle to come up with healthy eating ideas, and so I thought this would be a helpful video, even if it just gives you a few little things. This is a pretty normal day for me. I always start out with lemon water. I usually end up drinking 2 glasses of it, but I kind of just refill it as I'm getting all my breakfast ready. And yeah. So I do not have any specific dietary restrictions. I'm not allergic to anything. I'm not on any particular diet. I do try to eat lots of fruits and veggies, and my husband does the keto diet, so we tend to eat fairly low carb. You can see here I have started up the stove so that I can get ready. I'm having eggs for breakfast today. Scrambled eggs, so that's a little bit more labor intensive than normal because I do actually have to make it in the morning as opposed to something I make ahead, but they were pretty good and they take very little time. I just drink my water as I am cooking and getting the dog's food and all of that kind of stuff. I eat 3 eggs when I have scrambled eggs because I eat now. It's 5:30 in the morning, and the next time I will eat will be 11:30 in the morning. So I have a good 6 hours until I'm going to eat lunch. I also brew my coffee, obviously. I use a little reusable Keurig cup thing. I don't really know what to call it. And I just scoop some coffee out of this coffee container. And I always put cinnamon in my coffee when I brew it. It has been a huge game changer. I use way less sugar now in my coffee because it just takes away that bitter edge that coffee tends to have and makes it just taste so much better. So I really highly recommend that if you have never had that before. I also pull out one of these Hall's Defense things. I don't really know what to call them. They look like cough drops, but they are basically a vitamin C supplement. And so one of them has 112% of the vitamin C you're supposed to have in a day. I don't eat it right now. I just pick it up and then I put it next to my water bottle so I don't forget it, and I usually eat it when I get into the car. Oh, I love watching coffee brew. It's one of the most amazing things ever. While my scrambled eggs are getting there, I added some cheese. This is mozzarella. I'm not very particular about what kind of cheese I have. And added just a little bit of salt and pepper to give it a little bit more taste. While that finishes and the cheese melts, I'm just gonna get my coffee ready. So I use heavy whipping cream and honey in my coffee. I do just a little bit of honey. I think it ends up being about a teaspoon. I've never actually measured it. I just kind of guesstimate from how it looks. This is local honey that actually my husband's grandparents used to have bees, and they would make honey and I would steal it. I think this might be the last time they're doing that, so I might have to find another source in the future. And then I do 2 tablespoons-ish of heavy whipping cream because this does have a high fat content. It helps me stay a lot fuller throughout the day, and I feel way more satisfied when I am finished with my breakfast. Got some strawberries to add to my eggs so that I just have a nice balanced meal, and I'm also going to eat that banana. Again, I eat quite a bit of food in the morning because it's going to be a long time and I burn a lot of calories hanging out with my kids all day. my lunch was all meal prepped, so this is actually a different day, and I'm meal prepping. I'm having like taco bowls, so I'm using that cauliflower rice, taco seasoning, salsa. I'm doing chickpeas and black beans. In the past, I just did black beans, but I thought it might be fun to switch it up a little bit. And then I also have cheese and sour cream. I do eat quite a bit of food because I do not want to be hungry. So after I steam that cauliflower rice, I put it in the stove on the stovetop, because it just tastes so much better if it has gone on the stove for a little while, and I pour that whole package of taco seasoning in there. And then I basically just dump everything in. It does not look appetizing, but it is delicious. I usually eat a snack, so I had 2 cheese sticks this particular day. I normally have chai tea as well, but I did not. Here I am working on dinner. So we are having a garlic butter chicken recipe, which I will link down below. It was actually supposed to be steak, but I went with chicken because we had it. It's served on a bed of zucchini noodles, so that's what I'm doing right here, is making zucchini noodles. I have like a huge zucchini noodle maker thing, but it is a pain to clean, so I like this little handheld one. I put them on some paper towels because they tend to have a lot of juice that runs out. The chicken is currently on the stove. I marinated it the day before, and again, I'll link it down below so that you can see exactly what's in there. So then once it was cooked, I added some butter and some garlic to add a little bit more flavor. Lots of stirring. All right, chicken's done. So I took the chicken out of the pan and then prepared all of the sauce. So that had chicken broth and, what else? Butter and garlic and lemon juice. And red pepper flakes. I always roll my lemons because they get more juice out that way. Then I poured in the extra marinade that was in the chicken. And a little bit more garlic. And then we're going to speed this part up so it goes a little bit faster. I'm just letting all the sauce stuff simmer. I like to put things up as I go. That way I don't have as much to clean up at the end. I hate spending all this time cooking and then having to spend a whole bunch of time cleaning as well. Actually, I just hate cleaning the kitchen in general. Not gonna lie. I added some mushrooms into the dinner. It wasn't in the recipe, but we had them, and I just thought it would be good to add a little bit of extra vegetables. Mushrooms are vegetables, right? I'm not a cook at all. Ooh, look at that steam. All right, so once that looked pretty good, I dumped the zucchini noodles in so that they could get all nice and in the sauce and warm up as well, because you do not want to have cold zucchini noodles. That's no fun. I just put them in there for maybe 2 minutes total, just pretty much to warm them up. And here you can see I'm turning off the stove and getting everything put on the plates. This dinner was actually really good. Again, I'm not a cook. I tend to like never put enough seasoning on anything, but this was very flavorful, very delicious. I followed the recipe pretty well, although to be honest, I didn't measure anything, obviously, because you didn't see me measure anything. So I just kind of guesstimated. I'm like, yeah, that looks like 2 tablespoons of butter. But it turned out really good. My husband said he thought it was really delicious as well. I have these large pasta bowls, which I love. I think they're from Target. So here is the finished product, and then here it is with a little bit of cheese. And then we don't always eat dessert, but today we decided to have these no sugar added fudge bars. So they have like 8 carbs in them, I believe, and I think only 3 of that is sugar. So not the best thing ever, but also not the worst thing. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and have a great day.